Then we are in science period. We are starting with a new chapter today, that is chapter 6, physical and chemical changes. Today is the first part of it. But children, you have an idea about this chapter because already you studied this in your previous standard. Every day we come across many changes in our surroundings. These changes may involve one or more substances. A simple example is that of melting of ice, either water changing into ice or else boiling of water and then again changing back of that steam into the water droplets. Apart from this, you might have seen a plant which is growing from a seed, a small baby growing into an adult, a paper, when we tear it into small pieces, we take a paper and we burn it. So these are all the changes that we see with the substances that are there in our surroundings. Here again you can see the curdling of the milk, then your balloons and your drying of the clothes in the sun. Dissolving of the sugar in water to make a cold drink. Making sugar solution is a change. Setting of curd from milk is a change. Souring of milk is a change. Even the stretching of rubber band is a change. Why all these are changes and what type of changes they will be? So all this we will study today in the chapter. So we will study the nature of the physical and the chemical changes that are there with the help of few of the activities that are there. So we'll start with activity 6.1 of your test book. So here we'll take a paper and we will cut this paper into 4 square pieces. Now each square piece we will further cut into 4 square pieces. Now we will try to lay these pieces of paper on the floor or on the table so that the pieces acquire the shape of the original piece of paper. Obviously, you cannot join the pieces back to make the original piece, but here you can see we can just arrange them. Here I have not shown you how they are cut into these square pieces, but here they are torn into a different way. But you can see when these papers are collected and they are arranged to get a paper, that means the original paper. Here you can see from the paper, if I just remove a flap of it and if I just want to again cover it, so I can do that. So here these are some of the changes which are taking place within the paper. So is there a change in the property of the paper also? Yes. There was a change in the size of the paper because initially it was big, but when I just cut it down into pieces, I got small pieces. Or when I removed it as a flap, there was a big hole in the paper. But later on, when I joined all the pieces again, I could get the paper. We will perform the second activity, that is, we will collect the chalk dust which is lying on the floor near the blackboard, okay, of our club. Crush these chalk pieces into dust. So here you can see. Now we will add little water to this dust and we will try to make a paste and we will roll it into the shape of a piece of chalk and we will let it dry. So here you can see. So we can now get a chalk again from the dust. So this chalk when we get as a piece, it has undergone a change again here in the size. It was a big size in the cylinder shape. Later on, it turned into the dust. Again, we added water into it, and we have again converted it into the shape of a chalk. Now the third activity. We will take some ice in a glass, melt a small portion of this ice by placing it either in the sun or in the room. So what we found is, you have a mixture of ice and water now. Now we'll place this tumbler in a freezing mixture. That means this mixture, when we talk of a freezing mixture, we say it is an ice plus common salt, so that it doesn't get melted easily. Okay. Now, does the water become solid ice once again? Yes. Here the water is again changing its state from the liquid to the solid. So you might have seen most of the time in the freezers, your hawkers and all, they just keep few of your cold drinks and the other things. Okay, so there they are using this type of technique. Now comes activity 6.4. Here we will boil some water in a container. Now you can see the steam which rises from the surface of the water. I hope all of you might have seen that. Okay, when we boil the water, so here you can see in the first one, it is changing into steam. And when we have covered it with a lid, okay, at that time it is again condensing, and again that changes into the water droplets. Okay. Hold an inverted pan by its handle over the steam at some distance from the boiling water. So here I have not used the pan, I have showed you in a beaker, okay, in a conical flask where I have covered it with a lid with a cork. Observe the inner surface of the pan. Do you see any droplets of water there? Yes, you can see the water which has changed its state from the gas to the liquid. As children, you all know, when evaporation process takes place, water is changing from liquid to steam. That means it is changing from liquid to gas. Okay, and again when the process of condensation is taking place, this water is changing from the gas into the liquid. So this is how this process goes on and how this change is taking place. Activity 6.5, here we use a hawk saw. It is a type of a blade which we use for cutting. With a pair of a tong, keep the tip of the free end on the flame, either on a glass stove, and we will wait for a few minutes. That means we are heating it. So does the color of the tip of the blade changes? Yes, it becomes red hot. Now we will remove the blade from the flame, and we will observe the tip once again after some time. Does it get its original color? Yes, it's get back to its original color. So here children, we found that the properties such as the shape, the size, the color and the state of substances changed, and this is what is called as physical properties. A change in which a substance undergoes a change in its physical properties is called as a physical change. So children, whenever a physical change is taking place, it is generally reversible. In such a change, no new substance is formed, and this is what is considered as the nature of the physical change, which we have studied with the help of 5 activities which are given in your textbook. I hope now you have understood about the nature of the physical changes, that is how it changes in the shape, in the size, in the color and in the state of that particular substance. So children, a small assignment question for you. What are the characteristics of the physical change. Please discuss them. Hope so. Physical change nature is clear to you with the help of the activities that are given. So thank you. Bye bye.